Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at those lovely laughing faces there. And we have the honor to speak with NFTO, who are currently somewhere. Where are you? What's going on in your world?
In Emporia Brava training.
And that is now outdoor training, jumping from plane.
Well, it's sort of outdoor training. The only thing is we've had 3 days of two and a half days of heavy winds. So we've done a little bit of tunnel as well,
which has been great actually, which has been good. We're very worthwhile.
They didn't need me for the tunnel.
felt dejected.
Yeah, I just see a stranger in the background. So you brought the boy this time too. Hi, Simon.
Hello.
Glad to see you again in action there.
Yeah, it's been a good few months since I've been doing outdoor skydiving. Good to blow the cobwebs off.
Cool. I'm hoping to get, as soon as this interview is over, you get to your machine and send me some up-to-date videos over, right? The bloopers from the Spain camp.
We don't have bloopers.
Never.
It's perfection.
Okay, let's get serious here. You are in Emporia Brava in Spain for an auto camp, and I mean, you know, you would guess that that everybody goes from indoor training now to outdoor training, but it's coming very quickly for you. That's, I mean, you must be so crazy about jumping and flying and stuff. We're just coming back from France, more or less.
Yeah. Well, we guess that we just want to try and get good. Really, we've got some aims, and we want to do well this year and well next year. So we can't really afford to sort of rest too much. We just need to. It was time to get going and time to start training. Really.
I mean, the thing is, this year, because of the world meet, indoor meet being kind of so late or so early, whichever, it meant that the indoor season was so long. That, I mean, most teams in Hayabusa are also here training at the moment. You know, none of us have jumped outside since Australia, October last year, and then it's May before you start skydiving again, which is, you know, outdoors. I mean, that's a long period of non-training, isn't it? You know, non-jumping.
It absolutely is. I mean, luckily we're all benefiting a little bit, even, you know, just if we're only in the tunnel, you still at least get some four-way training, but it's not the same, right? No. So you can explain to the audience quickly what the main differences are actually between indoor competition and outdoor competition.
Case.
I mean, part of it is, you know, obviously it's references again, and you haven't got the walls, and you're having to really focus in on space and not making sure things get too big. You haven't got the walls to keep you in and mentally use it for reference. You've got the hill, so obviously the exits, which is the first time I've jumped with these girls actually, because I've never done any.
Beer.
Water. Yeah, so it's me getting used to being jumping again, but also, it's lovely to fly with the girls and with Simon as well.
The outdoor competition's 5 people, indoor competition's 4 people.
Yes, exactly. Yes. We get Simon now.
It's better now.
And also obviously the rig difference. So to make the transition slightly easier into the sky, we did a bit of tunnel training with rigs at Twinwoods before we came out here, so at Bedford. And it does make a difference because the momentum makes a big difference, and you just feel like a horrible turtle when you first start flying with the rigs again. So it was lovely to actually get the tunnel time with the rigs and the rig covers on before we came out here. It just makes that transition a little bit easier. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing whilst we've been here in Emporia Brava on the bad weather days, a bit of tunnel with the rigs again, just to make us work a bit harder.
Yeah, I saw that you had rigs on and weights and all that, and that is just amazing too. I mean, you really don't, from my experience, I don't really see a lot of teams doing that. It makes so much sense, you know, to do that, but it's too convenient, I guess, and too comfortable to do it without. But you're doing it. Don't
mess around. We don't mess around. We like to train hard.
Yeah. There is a serious goal behind that, so I can see that now. You're not done, obviously not. You know, you're going outdoor this time. I mean, what I mean is you're not done with silver medals.
No,
No.
we've had enough now.
That's enough silver. Want to get going, yeah.
No, but I think we have, for us, the team works so well together, and the dynamics and everything. We have a great environment now, and the fact is that we're all incredibly driven. And we have to say that obviously our experience in Lille, the Indoor World Championships was disappointing because we were so close, and to sort of finish like that, there's no way, and we'd already planned the year for outdoor training anyway. So, we have goals within the UK as well that will be the national champions again, in the open category, and that's just along the way. And obviously it would be amazing if there was any chance of getting to the top level internationally as well. We're certainly going to give it a go.
I want to go back to Kate with one more question about the indoor-outdoor difference and so forth. Of course, it's the exit subterminal, but what would you, to your experiences, or all of you, but Kate started with that, the difference between outdoor and indoor scoring, what would you guess? Let's say whatever, let's say you have a 28 average in indoor competition, roughly. Where would you think would the outdoor average be for the same competition, for the same draw? What's the difference? 3, 4, 5, 10 points average, or what is it?
I'd be guessing 6.65.
According to a wise man that we know, maybe our coach, Gary.
Gary Spence, 6.5 average.
Okay, so there's a reason behind the question, of course, because the situation is, it's very interesting. You know that I love speculating about this stuff and forecasting and blah, blah, blah. And all based on your performances, of course, giving me something to write about. But if you look at the situation right now, France, the world champions, your target, you can say so, they did a 30 average, right? In Australia last year, pretty much flat. And they're coming back with a new lineup.
24,
sorry, I take that back. What was it? 25. I have to look it up.
I think it's
24,
25.7 or something, maybe. I think it is.
Yeah. Well, we will find it out. So it's easy to find. But what I'm saying is, they're coming back with a new lineup. And it's one person, changed, but
Gail's very talented.
Hardly any training at all. The official, French goal is we're not going to train much in 4-way. We're focusing on 8-way. So there will be not much training with a new lineup. So that span, if they were at whatever 28 average in Australia, and you are right now, it looks like far away, but within 2 years almost, you may be able. You're planning to catch up with them, right?
Well, we'd like to give it a jolly good go, yes.
Yes.
And it looks realistic. It's not so far-fetched. And they may, at this point in time.
I think it is a little bit far-fetched, but
but it looks like a long way to go from 20. What did you have in Australia? 20.
20.
20.
We're probably 50, 60 points behind them at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like it's really far away, but considering the circumstances, it may look a little bit differently. So I can see that, ladies. I can see that that you're aiming at something, which seems to be so far away, but
But there's lots of other goals as well. We have lots of records, lots of personal bests, lots of British records. There's lots of stuff to keep us going along the way.
Along the way, I think our next aim will be the British Nationals, and it's going to be a great battle again. I hope with them Chimera. We had a great battle with them at the Bedford Challenge, and Chimera are out here training this week, and we didn't see any of their footage, but their ethos and they're looking strong, which is great. So we're looking forward to a nice little battle with them. They're a lovely team, and so we'd be looking forward to nationals with them.
And I think the British record at British Nationals is 21. So it'd be nice to see what we can.
Yeah, it'd be nice to take a new high score on that
if we can.
Yeah. Now we're coming to a critical point there again. You got to be careful with that. You cannot win because you're jeopardizing your own position there. As a for we women event, we talked about this a little bit. If you win, you know, you're making the point. We don't need that division, so you have to let Chimera win, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? So yeah, okay. Well, anyhow, so you said you have famous company actually there in Spain. Hayabusa is there with you for training?
Yes, yeah.
Did you coordinate that somehow, or did it happen by coincidence?
Well, it's Gary is our coach, obviously. Gary's been doing a lot of our winter coaching, and then after this camp, unfortunately, he's all tied up with Qatar, which is fair enough. They're his main team. But because Gary helps us and Hayabusa, we managed to combine a camp, having the wise man that is Gary looking after us and looking after both the teams, which has been great.
Over the last 4 years, we've done a fair number of camps with Hayabusa and with Qatar at various places. Yeah. And it's great to hang out with them. They're all a good company and a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you don't, since Gary is there, you don't, I mean, if Gary is not there, you may pick their brains there, I guess, a little bit.
Well, we had the best, we said it was the best bad weather day ever yesterday. Because we ended up in the tunnel doing 2-on-2 with Dennis and Moore.
Great. Yeah. Well, that is a big benefit for perfect. And the next one is that again in Empuria? I thought you're training in Portugal usually. But
yeah, so from our next camp, we're doing at least 1 week a month, and each week from now on is going to be in Portugal or Hibblestone.
1 week outdoor training each month.
Yes.
I got that right.
Yes. And then tunnel on top.
And then tunnel on top of that. Wow, that is just it's fantastic to hear that. So what's besides that? Before I forget that later, what's the meet schedule? I mean, you are in Spain now and enjoying the beautiful weather and warm temperatures, while the first UK teams have been jumping already. You know, it looked like very cold there in Peterlee or wherever the meet was. So
Italy.
Italy.
Great British weather.
Yeah, it looked like miserable weather, but they completed 6 rounds. Amazing.
Hence why we're here.
So what is your event schedule, meet schedule?
Meet-wise, so we've got British Nationals and then the World Cup this year. We're not sure if there's going to be a Hibblestone Cup this year. We're waiting on confirmation of that. And we probably won't we're not going to be able to make any of the UK skydiving league competitions just because the diaries don't match around the training. But so our main meets are Nationals, then British Nationals, and then World Cup in Eloy. And then next year we're looking at Win Games, Indoor World Cup, and then Bedford Challenge, and then the World Meet and Nationals next year.
Also, a lot of there's more. You were competing a lot this year. So last year, I mean last year, this year, you know, combination. So it's a little bit slower this year, and then you're picking it up again next year.
Just what's I guess there's less main meets in the schedule really, and we always keep an eye out to maybe look at whatever European nationals are going on, but none of them ever really seem to fit the diary very well.
Sean and I are desperate to go to US nationals, but we're not sure we're going to get it past the rest of the team.
I'd love to too.
Oh, Sean, and you are definitely going to the US nationals?
We'd love to. Desperate.
We'd all love to.
But it's funding and money, and you know, and also it's only a week after or a couple of weeks after.
A week before Eloy, I think, isn't it?
Or something. Anyway, the timings are.
We're probably going to put it into our diary.
I think it's in the diary.
It is in the diary.
There's no flights or anything at all confirmed.
Well,
there might be indoor meets, like, you know, you sometimes get the Belgian indoor nationals and things. Past that, we haven't really thought about that often. Sometimes we'll do it as a team, or just a couple of us will do a fun team. So we'll see. So
it's still a little bit flexible, and but what's in stone is a week per month and the 2 events there. Well, how long is this training camp still?
We've got half a day left, and then we're back home.
Yeah.
Back to the cold.
We did 16 jumps today, though, to make up for some winded out days. So we were quite pleased with that. Okay,
well, Simon, if you sent me 5, that's okay. 3 or 5. We don't have to send all 16. We want to see where I've been longing for outdoor now, you know, as many of us probably, because
definitely see some nice images put up. I'm quite passionate about photography.
I saw some images already, but now we need the moving pictures too. Especially, we need the first jump of Kate with the team. Can I have that?
I can't remember that one.
It is not about how many points and how good you're looking and all that kind of stuff. It is just a historic jump, okay? Get the video, promise?
And we were all stable. You weren't free.
I mean, the thing is that was the first skydive that Hannah and myself had done in 7 months.
Since Australia.
So we did a lot of rig checking in the aeroplane and reserve drills.
I was very
and
nervous.
we were
So,
very
hey,
we
please,
stopped to check the altimeters.
Yeah, we did stop at 6 grand.
I was looking at my alti like a bit of a whim.
it's okay. I know you feel as a competitor.
So we're just saying about, obviously you've spoken about the French team, but there are a lot of other amazing international girls teams that are training. So it's, it's not as though it's by any stretch of the imagination, they're the only people we're worrying about. There's a lot of people to worry about, and everyone is on the same mission. So we need to put some work in, I think.
Yeah,
Besides,
Russia, America, Chinese. Who knows with China? Yeah.
Besides, I just want to ask, besides the French team, who are you worrying most about or looking most? And the answer is China, I guess, right?
Russia, America.
Well, you read the NSL news yesterday already, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's
It's an unknown, yeah. But Russia is always going to be strong if they, especially if Alina's flying with them, and then USA, not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, US, we don't know yet really what's happening, but that's all kind of speculation now. The most important thing is that NFTO moves on and sticks to the plan, and France, we know what they're doing, so that's good to know. You don't have a moving target. You have a target which is sitting right there, and you know what they're doing. So that makes it interesting. I love it. Okay, well, let's leave it right there. Simon, I'm counting on you. Jump number 1 with Kate, right? And
Well, you see, I've got 4 bosses here.
The answer is
yes, yes, you can have that one.
And
And she
there's some
yes.
very strict vetting going on. So, watch this space. If I can help, and then yeah.
okay, then just pick one at least with Kate and the new lineup, and then I can say this is not the first one, but it's one of the first.
Yeah, first one for sure, and then 1 or 2 others.
All right. Okay, I'm counting on that then. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a great rest of the camp tomorrow, and then a good trip back to England, to the beautiful English weather.
Thank you.
We're all coaching next weekend, or this
Hibblestone,
weekend at Hibblestone, so we're hoping that there is some good weather.
Yeah.
I don't do cold, so let's see how we get on.
There's a road show organised by the British Parachute Association, and that's part of our deal, our way of bringing back our knowledge to other members of the BPA.
Yeah, great. Well, good luck with the weather there anyway, and I will see you in person probably at the latest at the US Nationals, or at the World Cup, I guess it is. And in the meantime, we'll hear something via internet, and maybe we'll do that again in Hibblestone next time at a camp.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.